Anything I wanna do, I will take no shit from you. I don't care if you don't like me. Do you think I really care? Let's go! Come on, let's go and start a riot. I like to make noise, I hate to be quiet. They can't tell me what to do. Cause I will never ever lose. Let's go!
I'm going to do my best to fix last week's mess up. See how it goes. So a quick recap from last week. I stripped hot carb off, everything off the engine that is kind of in the way of changing the intake. I realised that it's not a 302 small block, it's a 360, which I believe is a D-stroked 390, which makes it a big block. So there are telltales. At the time, I just didn't know because I'd not done enough research, but it's stuff like your rockers running through the actual intake manifold and stuff like that. That and the big tag that said 360 on it and not 302. That's a big telltale. To get that manifold from Real Steel, I think next day delivered and everything with all new gaskets, a couple of plugs and bits and bobs, were about 450 quid. It's not a cheap doing, it's not a cheap mess up, but it'll go on, it'll work, it'll fit. It's what I just need it to do now. So now initial cock-up's done. You know, money's spent, time's wasted, I've made myself look a fool, but now it's done. I've kind of done a bit more research and realised where I am with this, and it's not as crazy to fix as I thought it was going to be. So pretty much like if you were undoing head bolts, you'd have to work from the centre out so you don't warp anything or make anything get bent. Rockers off, they're non-adjustable, so everything just goes straight back on as it is. And then it's just a case of breaking the seal on what's left of the manifold, lifting that thing out. I've been told that weighs like 4 small children or 2 bald eagles. It's heavy, it weighs a lot from what I'm told, so I've got to be careful getting that out. And then the new one's aluminium, so it's a case of just stick it straight back in after that. Right, let me go find some cardboard. Right, you know, not going to teach you to suck eggs, but left bank, right bank. Right. 8 holes. We'll go from there. Make sure when you remove these, that's if any of you are actually doing this, that this plate comes with it and doesn't end up staying in the top of the head. Right. You know, it's just a bit of something like this. And you want to drop one on the floor. Go put these somewhere safe. So in theory now, clean a little bit more so you don't drop anything into the valley, and split the intake from the heads. This now shouldn't be too much of a problem. Everything's off. You need a pry bar. Oh, we got lift off. Oh my, it's so heavy. Fuck. So now I'm just gonna go through, get everything clean where I can, get it prepped, and then we'll start actually adding new parts and it'll look cool again. This Hoover's got a blow function as well as a suck. I now have a leaf blower. That might be the best 60 quid I've spent in Costco this year. Right, so I'm gonna give everything a degrease now, and then we'll start kind of cleaning some bits up and getting ready for new gaskets. So now everything's off, new intake manifold's ready, new gaskets are ready to go on as well. I've given it a quick clean down, it's all just finishing drying off now. I'm just gonna get the last of the gasket, another quick spray again. Once that's dry, we're gonna seal around the new water ports that are on the gasket kit, get them seated where they need to be on the heads. The rear of the valley and the front of the valley, they give you a cork gasket, but everyone I've spoke to says they're shit. So I think probably best bet might be just to use RTV. That's what I see everybody else using. They don't have any problems. Apparently the cork stuff leaks after a little while. So yeah, get a good scraper, everything off the heads. Luckily, the manifold gasket came off in one piece. It's just previously, like, these are your water jacket, these are the water port, and it's just where someone else has RTV'd them in the past. So I'm just gonna get those cleaned up, make sure everything is sealed properly, and then all the new stuff goes on. So this is what I mean about the water ports. Someone else has previously gunked them. So it's just a case of giving a little bit of a clean, nothing too crazy. Just get the heavier of the stuff off, give everything a quick clean down. Sorry, there was a bit of a jump. I just had to strip all the AC stuff off it that was left in the engine bay so that I could get everything to seat properly. And now everything sits flat. I'm gonna drop the Dizzy in. I've already marked up on the Dizzy the other day when I took it off where it needs to go, and I've still got some markings and stuff on the water pump and on the actual housing, the engine block itself. So in theory, it should sort of go back in and just line back up. And that's it back in. Exactly where it were before. Right, I guess now I just need to kind of tighten everything down so it seals, and then once we got to that point, I'm gonna go through and do the whole torque sequence. I'm not using hand tools if I don't need to. Get your cardboard that had all your push rods in them and stuff. I got them and I just ran them on a flat surface and everything seems to be fine. I can't see anything that's really causing, I'm gonna think it's gonna cause me any problems. So that's all you push rods back in, and they're gonna get the rockers back on top of them. A little bit of grease on them, and then I'll start getting the head all tight. Sorry, getting all the manifold tight. It is made a lot easier that this is like adult Lego. Everything sort of just comes apart together and goes back together. I'm saying that after the big cock up last week. So this is the kit This is from RPC. I'm going to use this to get the car bolted up. Comes with studs and everything, and 2 gaskets. So I'll put the gaskets out of the way so I don't lose them or drop them. So this kit comes with new studs for the carburetor. So I'm just going to wind those in. You have a base plate gasket. Then you have your whatever whatever spacer. Another gasket. Then what I've wanted to look at on this car since I bought it. Mad. Wait one sec. I've got one more thing for it. So how every dubber has foosh on their car, every Yank tank has to have the most blingy, in-your-face air filter. Oh, I know it's not complete, but it's a world away from what it were already.